Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos for you every Tuesday. Today's video is the Clever Fox Budget Planner and the Clever Fox Cash Envelope System. Their Cash Envelope System was made to go hand in hand with their Budget Planner, but they are sold separately. So if you only need the Budget Planner or you only need the Cash Envelope System, you can buy those separately. They are all available on the Clever Fox website or on Amazon. I do have a 10% off code. It's AMANDAFOX 10, but that is only usable on the Clever Fox website and not on Amazon. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but I do have that discount, which covers any Clever Fox planners on their website or any of their products. That will all be linked down below with my code. I have reviewed several Clever Fox planners in the past. I will link all those Clever Fox videos down below that I have done reviews on before. I love doing Clever Fox reviews because I think they make a quality planner made with really great 120 GSM paper, good layouts. They make it in beautiful colors. It feels good in hand. They make it available to everyone with their pricing. So let's jump in and look at this budget planner. It is a really slim book, but it covers your entire year, your budgeting for your entire year. And we will get to the cash envelope system after we go through the planner. I love that it comes in beautiful colors. I think budgeting can be stressful. Having something beautiful to go to, a happy color, something that makes you feel good to open it up and work in can help alleviate a little bit of the budgeting stress or dread or whatever you might feel. Or maybe you love budgeting, but still having a planner in a color that you love helps. It's available in so many colors. Here are the colors that I got to pick to show you. So a really nice gray, a peach pink, which I thought was beautiful, a forest green. Guys, this was my favorite color as a teenager in high school. Even though I wouldn't say that forest green is my favorite color now, it sticks with me. Seafoam green, which I guess I love any shade of green. I thought that was beautiful, and they're gold. They also have rose gold and all of their different bright and beautiful colors, lavenders, purples, pinks. I just thought gold was less shown than rose gold, and I wanted to give you guys a good, spectrum of seeing the colors. I want to show you how the gold, and so the metallics in this line, the silver and the rose gold, all have this more like pebbled effect on it. There is a little bit texture look in there. It doesn't have that same pebbled effect. The colors are a little bit different than the metallics in this line. Look how slim these budget planners are. There's a pin in my green one, so they're not lining up like that. They are so slim, feel good in hand, in your entire year. A budget can be in this book. Right now, I believe they're about $19.99 on the Clever Fox website and on Amazon. With the 10% discount, that brings it down to $17.99. It's just a really affordable budget option. So let's jump in to the one that I did my pen testing in, which is the Seafoam Green. All the bands match the planners and are sewn on really well, stretch well, and come back. You get a sticker sheet with every planner purchase. They're really cute stickers in beautiful colors with even gold foiling. I think budgeting can have stress or dread associated with it. And if you have some pretty colors, some pretty stickers, things to motivate you to work on it, I think it's helpful. You have a back accordion pocket made really well with the material on the side. It is not coming off. It can hold quite a bit. And you have a pin loop on every planner also. I haven't used these planners day in and day out, but every planner that I've reviewed, I pull on the pin loop really well, and these have not budged. Let's start from the very beginning. They fold flat really easily. They're so slim, easy to write in. This is your entire year's budget in here. First, you have your nameplate page, and then you go into my financial goals. Before we go any further, I wanted to show you, you also get this information sheet with your planner, how to use your budget planner. These sheets are so helpful, especially in something like a budget planner. If you have never used a budget planner and you need some direction and guidance, then these instructions will be very helpful to you. They take you through step by step how to do your financial goals, your strategy and tactics, your savings and debt trackers, your monthly budget and review pages, and your end of year pages. This really takes you through the entire planner, telling you how they designed it to be used, helping walk you through the process if you have never used a budget planner before. I love that the sheet is not hooked in the planner, so it's easy to take out and look at each section with the instruction sheet. It's also in color and it's easy to follow along. So first you have your financial goals. You have room for 10 goals. Of course, you do not have to fill out 10 goals just because there's 10 spaces. You might start the year out with 3 financial goals. And then as the year goes on, you might add 1 or 2 more. Then you have a mind map page kind of to brainstorm. Then you have a my strategy page and my tactics page. Of course, they give you instructions for all of these pages right here. My strategy includes new skills, what I need to learn to achieve my financial goals, my money affirmations. Then you have actions I will take to earn more money and actions I will take to cut my expenses. Then you have a savings tracker. So there are 2 on each page. It's saving for, amount needed, due date, and then date, deposit, and the balance of that savings. And you have 4 of those in here because there are 2 on each page. So if you're saving for a special vacation, or let's say you're saving for your child to get braces, use a savings tracker for whatever you need. It doesn't mean it has to be that dream vacation. It could just be for general life expenses, like I said, like braces, or if you want to upgrade your child's instrument, saving for just those things that make a difference in your life, no matter how big or small. Debt tracker. You're going to have the debt name, the starting balance of that debt, the minimum payment, the date, the amount paid, and the balance of that debt. There are 2 per page here on the debt tracker also. Then you go into your first monthly budget 2-page layout. So every month you have a 2-page layout. You write the month and year up here. You write this month's goals. Then you have a checklist. Then you have your income amount for the month. You have savings amount for the month. You have a monthly calendar layout that you can fill out to help you with this. So that's also included in here. You won't have to go to try to find a monthly calendar layout in your planner. They take you through all this on their little instruction card, but basically you want to come up with your savings plan before the month starts. So at the end of one month, you want to come up here and you want to write how much you have budgeted for each of these categories and any other categories you're going to fill in there, your own categories. You want to write down the budget for that category for the month before the month starts. Then at the end of the month, you're going to come in and write what you actually spent in that category. And then you're going to be able to see that. You're going to be able to see the total budgeted and the actual spent and the difference there. They have some of those basics listed for you. Things like mortgage, insurance, electricity, water, trash, phone, TV, internet. You are going to add your own in here. That's why there's lots of blank lines on here. Then at the bottom, you have a total budgeted, a total actual, and the difference. I think just seeing that laid out visually like that every month would be really helpful. It would just be eye-opening. If you're new to budgeting, it might just be doing this for a few months to get a gauge of where you are and then where you want to maybe not spend as much and where do you want to cut back, where maybe you want to put that money when you cut back. Is it going to go to debt? Is it going to go to a special savings? Here is where my pen test is. Also, you get 1 ribbon page marker with every planner. They have 120 GSM paper in all their Clever Fox planners. The paper is a really nice weight. It feels great in hand. 120 GSM equals 81 pounds, you guys. That's ERIN CONDREN weight paper. Now, it does not have tooth like ERIN CONDREN. It is a smooth paper, but not slick at all. You can use ballpoint pens on here, any type of pens. I even used my fountain pen. I did all my normal pens, Papermate flares. So you can use all those colored pens in here if you want to even color code categories of your spending, or you just want to use a different color every month to make it fun and stand out. Here's the back of that pen test. You can absolutely see nothing coming through. No bleed through at all, and really no ghosting either. It's like you are starting fresh, and that's with all those mild liners, Papermate flares, fountain pens, everything. And I did mention that I was going to try to erase a friction pen in every review now, if I can remember. Most planners do not erase when you erase the friction pen. I mean, most of their lines do not erase. So this one is like most planners, the line does not erase. You could use a friction pen in here, which I think is really important in a budget planner. If you want to use pen because you don't love writing with pencil and you want it to stand out a little bit more, but you want to be able to erase it because it's a budget planner. Sometimes I mess up on my numbers. A friction pen would be a great choice. Let's go back to the layout of the planner now that we've done the pen test. So you have a 2-page monthly layout every month to set up your budget and have your monthly goals. Then you go into an expense tracker for the month, and that is 4 pages. So it is 2-page layouts for your expense tracker where you can write the date, what was the expense, so the description, the category that it came out of, and the amount. This can track every single expense for your month here. 4 pages. Then at the end of the month, you have a monthly budget review. You write your balance from last month, your total income, total expenses, the difference, total savings, and balance forward. My biggest wins this month. Did I meet my budget? If not, why not? Did I achieve this month's goals? If not, why not? This is what I learned this month by tracking my expenses. I will do this within 1 month to improve. So it's really looking at what happened this month, how did it go, and then what do you want to improve on? What do you want to change? If it didn't go as well as you wanted that month, what can you do to tweak your plan to make it look better the next month? Then you have a dot grid note page, and then you go into your next month's layout. That is the way your 12 months of the year flow for the entire rest of the planner. You have a 2-page monthly set your budget layout, and you come back to it at the end and write in the actual. Then you have your 4-page expense tracker. Then you have your monthly budget review and a dot grid to make notes or make a mind map, make a new plan, or take notes on what you and your spouse talked about that, differently was going to happen next month. I think it's great that they put a notes page in there on your monthly budget review. And then that is the bulk of your planner. You go all the way through the 12 months of the year that way. Then at the end of your planner, your last monthly budget review, you have a Christmas budget, Christmas gifts. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate something else, I'm sure there are gifts you need to track throughout the year. It doesn't even have to be Christmas if you are not big on gifts at that time of year. If you don't celebrate Christmas, this could be tracking all the birthday gifts that you give throughout the year. It can be used in any way, but it's specifically set up for Christmas. Categories: gifts, wrapping and cards, groceries, and decorations. What are you budgeting? What's the actual? Then you have room for a lot of other categories to go into your Christmas budget. Then you have a big space for tracking all your Christmas gifts and Christmas spending. And I do want to say, you don't have to use this, January to December. It is undated. So if you don't get this planner until February, until June, you can use it for a 12-month period. It doesn't matter when you start since it's undated. Then you have a summary of the year. It is a 2-page spread. You have room for your 12 months. So 6 on this side and 6 on this side. You're going to have the month written up here, then your total income for that month, your total savings for that month. And then for that month, so let's say it's January that you start in, what was your housing in January, your food total in January, your health, transportation, personal loans, entertainment, and then all your other January categories, or I should say all your other categories. And this is just for January, February. Then you add up your total expenses here, and you can kind of have a look, a layout, a summary of the entire year to see what's going on. I would definitely fill this out as the months of the year progress, so you're not going back and trying to get this information all at the end of the year. I would just do it as you do your summary for every month. Then I would come back in here and fill this in at the end of the month. And that way it's already all done. You do it month by month and it's done at the end of the year. After your summary of the year, you have 3 dot grid pages and then your cover page. And that is the end of your Clever Fox budget planner. It is not complicated. It is not hard. And it comes with instructions, even if it's your first budget planner. I think it is very doable for a first budget planner or even someone who's been budgeting for years. You have rounded corners, just small, it's portable, it feels good in hand. If you and your husband want to go over your budget every date night, like once a month, you have a date night at the end of the month, and that's kind of like your budget night. You can bring this with you. It weighs nothing to throw in your bag. I remember Jordan Page, who is a YouTuber who did a budget boot camp, and I remember her advice on a podcast I heard once where she said, sometimes you might want to talk about your budget out at a restaurant with your spouse because you won't get as heated. You will be, in an environment with other people around. So sometimes going to a public place to discuss your budget with your spouse is a good thing. This is A5 size, so if you had any covers that you wanted it to go in, but this cover feels really good in hand. It is a hard cover, so it gives you support if you're writing while standing up, which I always really appreciate it, and lays completely flat. And it is 110 pages total. Let me show you the cash envelope system from Clever Fox. This is how your cash envelope system comes. It comes in this black carry case, which comes inside of their clear zipper case, just to keep it safe in shipping, I'm guessing, but you could definitely keep this clear zipper bag and use it for something else in your budgeting system or something else in your house. It comes in that clear case. You have this black zipper pouch, which is pretty wide and can hold a lot. All the pieces from my linen board here are getting stuck on it. That's what that is. Okay, your cash envelope system comes with 12 envelopes, 12 different colors. As the different colors, you assign each color to a category, and it will really help you not to get them mixed up. Now, these envelopes are made of, I forget the name of it. I should have written it down, but they are tear and water resistant. This type of paper is the same type of paper that is used to cover up parts of houses while they're doing construction so that rain doesn't get in. These are tear resistant, water resistant. They are $17.99 for this system right now when I checked online. It is available on the Clever Fox website. I will link that down below, and on Amazon. My discount code AMANDAFOX10 for 10% off only works on the Clever Fox website. We have 12 colors. Let's take a look at these envelopes. They said they made these envelopes to be able to withstand an entire year. You have January through December all on your envelope. You have budgeted, so you write the category in here, your actual spent that month. You can tuck the flap in your envelope like this when you're storing it in here, just for extra security, or you can leave it out. So they made it like that where it's easy to tuck in, easy to pull out. You guys, I totally should have grabbed some cash to put in here, but it can fit a good amount of cash. Then let's look at the budget sheets that come with it. This zipper pouch was made to be able to carry all your envelopes with you everywhere. So you wouldn't have to find another pouch, another wallet. Of course, if you already have a wallet you love that fits your cash envelopes, then go ahead and use that. If you don't, these are very easy to pull in and out. They do not get stuck. You can carry all your envelope with you in your purse or your bag, just to have them right there, and they are all together. Now, along with those cash envelopes comes with 12 budgeting sheets. Here are your 12 budgeting sheets. I looked on their website and I did not see these sold separately yet, because I would think in some of these categories you might go over the front and back of your sheet. So these budgeting sheets are made to go one with each envelope. So there's 12 budgeting sheets, 12 envelopes, and it can fit right in your envelope with your cash. So you can definitely just keep your budgeting sheet in there. This is to track every expense while you're out. It is the date, the description of the expense, the amount, plus or minus, and your balance after that. And there is your opening balance. These are really nice cardstock. I like the way that the green and the white lines rotate so that it just makes it easy to know which line you're on. It also just makes it more visually appealing, in my opinion, and easy to read and find things. So I just counted, and if I counted correctly, there are 24 lines on each side. So that means you'd have 48 lines to last you a year if you had 12 budget categories. If you did not have 12 categories, then you would have some extra sheets that you could use for your other categories. Or you can, before you write on these, you can always make a photocopy of the sheet and print it out on cardstock, cut it out to have extra sheets. I think this is a great system, easy to keep track of. I also think the colored envelopes make it fun, but they also are so functional because you assign each envelope a category, and in your mind that can just always be the color for that category. This is your once a year, like your total card for the whole year. So for your category, and then for each month of the year, you can just see your total for that category for every month of the year. I think that'd be really nice to be able to look across that and see groceries, what we're spent every month of the year, eating out budget every month of the year, entertainment every month of the year. To just see those totals laid out on this little small card would be helpful. You wouldn't have to keep this in your cash envelope system here, but you could if you wanted to reference it, and then your monthly totals for all your categories down there. Now on the back of this card, it gives you kind of a how to use rundown of this cash envelope system. If you are new to cash envelope budgeting, do not fear. They give you a rundown of how to use it. They give you some motivation and pep in here too. There are also all kinds of instructions and videos out there if you just Google cash envelope system. If you need more in-depth instructions than this and you really want to see how someone uses it, there are definitely lots of videos out there on cash envelope systems if you are new to this. I think Clever Fox has done a really good job on this system. I would love to hear your thoughts down below. Please share with me if you are someone who uses a cash envelope system. Let me know what you think about this one. I have never used a cash envelope system myself, and so I would honestly love to hear from someone who uses a cash envelope system in their daily life. Love to hear what you think about this system and about the budget planner. If you are using this system, the budget planner or the cash envelope system from Clever Fox, please chime in down below. I'd love to know what you think about it and how it's going for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy budgeting, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.